Welcome back to Guam News Watch. This morning in the Superior Court of Guam, attorneys delivered their closing arguments in the Club 7 Deuce case, where the bouncer Isaac Kaipat has been charged with the death of a club patron. Michael Rudolph has more.
Robert J. Matanonya Blas died as a result of a subdural hematoma on October 3, 2009. But the defense and the prosecution agreed with Guam's chief medical examiner, Aurelio Espinola, who has done over 20,000 autopsies, that Blas's subdural hematoma could only be caused by a blunt force trauma to the head, a traumatic brain injury where blood gathers in the skull near the brain that is deadly if untreated. Where counsels parted was who and what caused Blas's deadly injuries. There were no cameras in the courtroom, but Assistant Attorney General Stephen Leon Guerrero argued that clubs don't hire wimpy guys, and that when Kaipat struck Blas, that the defendant was out of control that morning, and it cost the victim his life. Representing Kaipat was public defender Mike Nesparos, who countered that there was no proof on who or what caused the blunt force trauma to Blas, and that the Guam Police Department rushed to judgment and leapt to conclusions. That GPD never asked Espinola what caused the injury, and that the jury needed to rein in an overzealous prosecution who failed to prove Kaipat delivered the deadly blow to Blas, and not one of the 13 hostile men that surrounded Blas inside 7 Deuce shortly before Blas slipped out of consciousness. Assistant Attorney General Clyde Lemons called this an SODDI defense, some other dude did it defense. He appealed to the jury's emotions on his final arguments and said to the jury, "The victim's mother will be hugging a tombstone. Find him guilty." 12 jurors now deliberate on the 4 charges levied against Kaipat: manslaughter as a first-degree felony, negligent homicide as a third-degree felony, aggravated assault as a third-degree felony, and finally assault as a misdemeanor. Judge Barrett Anderson instructed the jurors to perform your duty without bias to any party. For Guam News Watch, I'm Michael Rudolph.
Thanks, Mike.